Good, happy Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, new Gunstock Area Commissioner sworn in. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Another packed house Monday night at the Gunstock Lodge, where the Belknap County delegation held an emergency meeting to vote in a new Gunstock Area Commissioner. Monday's meeting coming on the heels of Sunday's emergency meeting, where the commission legally voted to bring back the mountain's management team, who had all resigned in recent weeks, stating they could no longer work with former chairman Dr. David Strang. County delegates heard from several candidates hoping to be named to the commission before electing Denise Conroy.
I want the position because this community has been such a tremendous outlet for me, for my husband, as relative newcomers to the state, and it's just such a special place, and I want it open and I want it thriving.
State of New Hampshire.
After Conroy was sworn in, county delegates read a statement from former Chairman Strang saying he had officially resigned, a move other commissioners, delegates, and the public had been pushing for weeks.
All of these outcomes are a positive step in the right direction to getting this mountain back open for all of this community and all of its employees. What you saw here tonight was true leadership, and I am just so pleased with the outcome.
The delegation then officially voted to accept Strang's letter of resignation by a count of 9-1, leaving Doug Lambert, Jade Wood, and now Denise Conroy as the three members of the Gunstock Area Commission.
It feels wonderful. After weeks of just chaos and arguing, it feels great to get back to work.
And because Gunstock is owned by Belknap County, they needed at least 3 commissioners in place legally to be open and operating. Now that there are 3 commissioners back in place and the management team is coming back, again, Gunstock is once again open, and Soulfest is on for this upcoming weekend. We're live in Guilford tonight. Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Scott, thank you. And Governor Chris Sununu responding tonight saying this, quote, "Congratulations and thank you to the citizens of Belknap County for their successful efforts, perseverance, and strong advocacy," adding they spoke up, made their voices heard, and saved Gunstock.
Hey Google, what's this song?
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Hospitals implement recruitment programs in effort to hire more staff. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The key to success comes down to knowing the right doors to open. With comprehensive solutions across commercial,
we continue to face staffing shortages.
It's a general sense of, we're calling it a bit of restlessness within our own organization and what we see and feel from the staff in the organization.
The healthcare world's grappling with staffing shortages. Hospital systems across the Granite State say their employees are feeling the burnout, trying to meet the needs of the community with the limited staff.
They're tired, but they want to do what's right for patients and families and for CMCs.
Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical feeling the same struggles. The COO saying they hired 25% more employees in 2001 compared to 2020, still with a 25% vacancy. Now the hospital system has implemented recruitment programs to bring employees on board. Catholic Medical Center is doing the same.
We're getting groups of people at a time. We're getting 6 or 8 or 10 individuals going through these programs at a time, which is a little bit more quick to get people into the pipeline instead of maybe 1 or 2 per interview at a time.
Karen Shuck says this is all in addition to the traditional recruitment strategies, not just to fix the problem temporarily, but long term as well.
We've got to help people remember why people go into healthcare in terms of helping others and kind of bringing that back to the forefront.
And CMC says it has internal support opportunities for current employees, like additional education and incentives for employees that refer others to work at CMC. Live in the studio, Marissa Tansino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New report shows state of New Hampshire rental market. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Granite Staters are making unprecedented sacrifices just to keep a roof over their heads. That is the message today from New Hampshire Housing. Their new report just out on the state of New Hampshire's rental market shows the median rent jumped up to $1,584 a month for a two-bedroom apartment. And that's if you can find a place. A healthy rental market should have about 5% vacancy. In New Hampshire, try 0.5%.
It means it's very hard to find an apartment that's available, and when you do, it's hard to secure that apartment because the cost is likely higher than you'd expect to pay, and it'll go very quickly.
The report says New Hampshire needs 20,000 more units just to meet current demand.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. London family finds missing cockatiel thanks to a social media post. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Surprises are great for parties, but for your work's digital security, not so much. With Dropbox's enhanced controls.
With 2 cats, a dog,
Good morning.
and even a duck, the Jacksons love their animals. But perhaps the glue of the family is 2.5-year-old Farley Cheeks McMahon.
His favorite pastime is driving me nuts. He loves attention.
But apparently the only thing he loves more than attention is peanuts.
He likes eating whatever we're eating.
Or busting some moves. But last Wednesday, tragedy when Farley Cheeks got out the back door.
He slowly went, the sounds went distant, more and more distant. And I just knew he took off somewhere.
Karen took to social media asking the community for help.
It just blew up. Like, it was just, I couldn't believe it. So many people shared and had comments and provided great information.
Farley Cheeks was spotted in Southampton, but Karen couldn't get there in time.
There were hawks circling, and I pretty much gave up hope.
But then, a miracle. Farley was spotted about 40 miles away from his home in Londonderry by a couple in Newburyport.
They were walking in a parking lot, and they found him just laying by some construction debris.
All leading to this reunion. As for what's next for Farley Cheeks, a trip to the vet, and then more adventures.
I may not be clipping his wings because it does make him happy and it does keep him safe in the house, but we're going to be extra careful when we're leaving the door.
But perhaps adventures not so far away. In Londonderry, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Wow, 40 miles away. Missing cockatiel, about 40 miles away. Wow. Monkeypox cases continue to grow. NYC declares a state of emergency. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
The monkeypox outbreak spreading across the country. Nearly 5,200 cases reported. The Biden administration is now under growing pressure to declare a national health emergency. New York City and Illinois both took their own action today. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Tonight, the state of Illinois joining San Francisco and New York City in declaring a public health emergency over monkeypox. With cases climbing and low vaccine supply, officials are pushing for quick access to more vaccines.
I think we still have a chance to slow this thing down if we can get shots into arms
as quickly as possible and to do so in the most equitable way possible.
New York City, now the epicenter of the outbreak, with a quarter of the country's 5,200 cases. Tonight, there is mounting pressure on the Biden administration to declare a national public health emergency.
With excellent data, with excellent contact tracing, with great case investigation, and with widespread access to vaccine, we might be able still to get in front of this. But the window is closing.
So far, infections have been mainly among men who have sex with other men, but experts stress the outbreak could have started anywhere.
Anyone out there can get infected, as the virus can spread from that close contact, including skin-to-skin contact.
At least 2 more children have been infected in Indiana, a total of 4 now in the U.S. And while symptoms usually go away, the CDC warns that those at risk of developing more serious illness include kids under the age of 8 and people with compromised immune systems.
Stephanie Ramos joins us live. Stephanie, some experts are also concerned about the spread of monkeypox on college campuses at this point.
Exactly, Lindsay. Dr. Ramoyne, for instance, says this virus is able to spread efficiently through very dense social networks like college campuses. For now, the CDC says to prevent infection, people should avoid close skin-to-skin contact with people who appear to have a rash that looks like monkeypox, and also don't share things like towels or utensils, and wash your hands often. Lindsay.
We've heard that before. All right, Stephanie, our thanks to you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanop.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Thank you for tuning in for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone, and goodbye.